Priestess. Welcome to my channel. My name is Heaven. I am doing a new moon for the Taurus new moon on May 11th, 2021. If you find yourself here, please make sure to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising readings. Take whatever resonates, leave the rest. Sharing is caring here. Not every message is for every person, so know that these are very general readings. If you would like a more specific reading, I offer new moon and full moon readings on my website. I also offer 3 card pulls and 10 card pulls on different tiers of pricing for you. So if you want to go check that out, that's theheavenlyenergy.com. I will also have the links below. So now with all that out of the way, let's get to your reading. This new moon in Taurus is all about security and stability. So we are pulling things from our shadow with a black moon in Lilith, pulling things out of our shadow, our sexuality, our sensuality, our pleasures in life, the things we kind of keep hidden, darkened, and trying to mash that into our new sense of security and stability. So the things to be looking at really are the immovable parts of us, the things that we are kind of set in stone about. And when it comes to like success, how we view success, how we view security, how we view stability, what have we been taught as a kid, what is working for us and what is not working for us, and how can we add more pleasure, sexuality, sensuality into our lives with also keeping ourselves secure and stable, and having a more aligned ideal or belief behind beauty and dreams and pleasure. Taurus is all about the senses, so we're feeling into those senses. So I have chosen a card spread. It is a 5-card spread. The first one is the seed, the second is the soil, the third is the black moon Lilith, and then the fourth is the sun, and the fifth is the blossom. So the first card is going to be about what we are going to focus our intent on. Alrighty. The second card is what pleasures of life do we need to surround ourselves with in order to nourish that intention. Then we have the fourth card, what is the black moon Lilith pulling out of you? And then the sun, how do we heal this? And the outcome. All right, so I'm going to point you down so you can see your cards. All right, so the first card that we got was the Devil reverse for the seed, the intention that we're setting. So the intention that we're setting is definitely pulling out any addictive or pattern-like cycles in the way that we do things, in the way that we live, in our lifestyle. So these are things that keep us trapped, that keep us barred down. You can see a woman here. She is in the mirror with a devil holding her hostage, and she's screaming. We have a masculine and a feminine down below, and they're like chained to his hand. And there's a snake. I never noticed that before, the snake. That's weird. But you can see this dynamic of being very unbalanced, being chained by something else, some type of entity. It might make you feel like you're chained by some sort of entity or some sort of outside force. So these are breaking the chains of addiction, breaking the chains of toxic cycling, breaking the chains of limiting beliefs, things that are just keeping us trapped and stuck. The soil, what pleasures of life to surround yourself with, we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. So the 6 of Pentacles is about a grand union, a perfect union. Something that's very well balanced. We see the scales right there, and they're balanced between the masculine and the feminine, and they're being like, it looks like they're being married, which they're being like set into a commitment or some sort of partnership. So with this reversed, The soil that you need to surround yourself with right now is definitely using your discernment and your judgment on what type of unions you have in your life, and what you kind of want them to look like, and seeing if the things that, or the unions that you do have going on in your life right now, are healthy for your growth, or if they're toxic. These might be some of the chains of addictions that you feel going on right now. This could be like being chained down by someone else's opinions and belief systems, and they're having an effect on your mental status. And those are things that we really have to keep into check, especially when we're looking into security and stability in our life. If we don't have people around us that are exuberating that security and stability with us and helping us co-create a space like that, then it's going to be really hard for us to feel safe and secure within our world and within our life. So it's just kind of make sure the people that you have surrounded with you are for your benefit, and the scales are balanced, that nobody's taking advantage of you, that you don't feel taken advantage of in certain aspects of your life. Especially when it comes to careers right now, and anything that's bringing you any financial stability. I feel that too. Like, are you getting paid what you're worth? Are you feeling chained down by your job? Like, what are the emotions surrounding that? Is it taking away from the things that you really love to do? You need to look to see what scales are unbalanced right now for you. So what the Black Moon Lilith is pulling out of you for you to look at in your shadow is the High Priestess. Now this is in my deck, this is the Keeper of the Witches. She is the Karma Keeper. She's the Lawmaker. We have an ancient tribal Indian at her side looking into the future. She has the Torah across her lap. She has a 3-headed dog right there, so that's like some Hecate. So this right here is pulling out parts of your shadow that you need to look at when it comes to making judgments for yourself, and really trusting your own intuition, and also the consequences of that. So the Magician and the High Priestess are very I don't want to say immature, I really hate that word, but they're in the beginning of the major arcana. So they are on their path of learning. They haven't learned all the lessons they need to receive by going through the major arcana. So essentially she is learning right now how her values and what she dictates within her realms to be just and not just also have consequences. So she's co-creating her own reality essentially, and she's learning this. The Magician learns that he can manifest and co-create anything, and then she's learning the boundaries of that. So what this is pulling out for you is, how have you accepted toxic relationships and toxic unions, toxic businesses, toxic whatever in your life? How have you accepted those things? And how has that actually drawn you more deeper into that? Because you're going to see that the only person that can get you out of these situations is you, by creating stronger boundaries for self, creating more aligned unions with other people and within self as well. Because the more that you cherish yourself, the less you are going to let people like that take advantage of you, and the more you will have the I don't want to use motivation, but the energy to really speak out against whatever it is that's taking advantage of you. You'll have the self-confidence and the self-worth to do such things, I guess, is essentially what I'm trying to say. So really look at that. Really also look how you judge self for your own ideals. Like, how are you judging self for being how you used to be? How are you judging self on your own toxic patterning? How are you judging self? Because that's not helpful. It's helpful to be aware of it, but not to judge it. All right, 4, the Sun. Advice to nourish the seed. 8 of Swords. So 8 for me is always a very karmic type of number. It's showing that we are breaking generational curses or toxic patterns. So this is something you've probably been struggling with for a while. If not just this lifetime, it was the past lifetime, or maybe your family lineage struggled with this on this earth. So I see that for sure. This woman is bound up in ropes. The thing is it's not tied. The sun's about to go down, but she still has some light to see. And if she could just realize that the only thing stopping her from unbounding herself is her. There's swords around her that she could be using for that. This is kind of saying, like, when we're talking swords, we're talking about logic, we're talking about communication, we're talking about the way that we cut through the world, how we carve our own path. Swords to me always represent the way we clear away the bullshit, like how we cut our own way into things or through conflict. And it's normally communication. That's like the best way we can cut through conflict. So this right here is telling me that you have all the swords that you need. You have all the things that you need to say, but you just feel so trapped because you've trapped yourself into a way of thinking that you are not powerful enough to wield these swords. So it's like, we need you to get to a place where you take off this blindfold and do the work. Essentially, like, the nicest way I can put it is do the work. You are powerful enough. You are worth it. You do have the things around you that you need to cut out of this conflict, to cut away this toxic patterning, to get rid of it. So all you need to do is really start believing in that and knowing in that and trusting in that. And that's where I feel like you're going to get your healing. That's where you're going to find... Let me ask for a little bit of clarification, because I think there's a little bit more on that card. It's like, reclaim your power. You're the High Priestess. Reclaim your power. The Knight of Wands in the Wheel. Yeah, like, take your desires to have a better life and to have better relationship in this physical world and to have more alignment in your life. Take that and really run with that. Let that be the thing that breaks this generational curse. Let that be the thing that shifts this, your fortune. Let that be the thing that drives you forward. Know by healing self that you are also healing the collective, that you are having a part in everyone around you. Because when you heal self, you show others that it's possible, that they can also do it. And you give them a little taste of that energy. The bloom, the outcome. So 8 of Wands reversed. So we have a beautiful mountain landscape, and we have a baby in the clouds spewing out swords. Just spewing them out. So for me, this was always like a cautionary tale, like, watch the things that you're saying, watch what is coming out of your mouth, and watch the desires that are coming out, because you are manifesting right now. With this reversed, I feel like the outcome for you guys is, once you start changing the way that you are viewing yourself and stop giving into some of these toxic patternings, stop giving it so much power, that creation in your life is going to stop. I think it's going to show you just how powerful you are. Because I think then things are going to start flowing in the right way, that your desires are not just going to be wands in the wind, they're going to be made into creation. Let me ask for some clarification on that guy too, real fast. Bloom, the outcome, 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Yep. Yeah, so you have a perfect field that this man is spewing on. This person is spewing on. So it's like reversed. It's like you get back your your life, your pleasure, your beauty. There's something that's in the way of you really seeing what you have going on and who you are, and that needs to go. And I feel like the outcome of really looking through your partnerships and your unions and getting rid of whatever this influence is that's in your life right now is really going to help you to see again how beautiful this life truly is and how powerful you truly are and how you're co-creating every second. So just start co-creating from a different place, and then life will start to look beautiful again. You will start to see the beauty in things again. All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo. Alrighty. Let me give you a moon card before I go. Again, take whatever resonates, leave the rest. If this doesn't resonate with you, check out your sun and your moon and your rising sign. And then if you're still not satisfied, just shoot over to my website and book with me. Alright. Moon card, moon card, moon card. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. See, and I see that too, that you guys have a lot of dreams with that Knight of Wands and that Eight of Wands. You guys have a lot of desires, but it just seems like you guys got thrown off course somewhere and you need to reclaim power and come back into structure. Virgo, you guys are very structural people. You're very egocentric, but I love it. So take that egocentric back in with that structure, get them together, and make your desires meet the structure of your life right now, because it looks like you're looping out on some sort of toxic ramp. And that could have been because of something happening to you, something traumatic, something just, awful. But just know that you can just get back on the path, reclaim that power, and cut through this conflict. Use your communication, reach out for help, ask somebody for help, whatever it is that you need, and then really start looking through what unions are bringing you joy and what unions aren't anymore, because you need a plan to get out of this. All right, I hope that helps, and you guys have a great night, and I will see you next time.